Hello, chat. How's it going? I'm doing something that I was warned not to do. Getting involved in the drama. Although, I'll probably not get too much involved in the drama more than this video. Because, I used to do drama. I used to do a lot of drama. But it's not healthy for a content creator to do drama. And, I just want to do a little bit because I miss it. I'm gonna be honest. Like I miss the gossip. I miss the entertainment. But at the same time, I do not miss the negative aspects that come from it. So I'll just do one video. I think it's okay to do one video with the drama. So for those of you who don't know, Mr. Nick Retta, big lawyer on YouTube, had a massive channel. Still has, but not as big as it used to be. He covered the Johnny Depp trials, and he had like more than 100,000 live viewers at a time. Was massively popular. And he also got involved into a lot of communities. He got involved into the Vtuber community, the anime community, the comic book community, the legal community, right? So basically, everyone talks about it because he was everywhere. Like almost in every single community. He collabed with some content creators, so chances are, even if you don't follow his channel, you may have seen your content creator at one point collabing with him, which is why he is so popular to the point where everyone talks about his current situation. Now, the thing with Nick is that he live streamed, and, like, he gathered his own supporters and his fans, which noticed a degradation. Let's put it like this. Like he noticed that things aren't going well. He's losing weight. His body looks more pale, more sickly. He's drinking a lot on streams. And at this point, many people unironically become concerned. Like, not concerned trolling, but like genuinely concerned for his health. And they're trying to warn him. They're like, well, what is going on? And now apparently we know what was going on, because Mr. Nick was doing drugs. He was doing hard drugs, okay? Don't do drugs, kids. It's not good. And he got in trouble with the law. Like, the police came in, arrested him, and now people are trying to get the body cam footage. But there's also other issues involving children. I understand he's got, like 3 or 4 kids, right? Like he's got children, and one of the charges that he got was child endangerment, which, as I pointed out, like if you're doing drugs or you're having weapons in the house and they're at easy reach for the kids, and in this case, apparently they were under the bed and stuff, then it is child endangerment, because at any point the kids can have access to lethal firearms or drugs. And on top of that, it's also the fact that apparently, like, the kids weren't eating properly. Like, they weren't clothed, they weren't eating. From what I understand, it was someone at the church that saw the kids, and they're the ones that informed the authorities. So initially, people believed that it was someone from Nick's streams, which were basically, like wanting to get on Nick, wanting to, I guess, like get him in legal trouble. Were the ones that called the cops, but no, it's someone that actually knew the family in real life, and they were genuinely concerned. Now, okay, with that out of the way, right now, what's happening is that there are people on the internet gathering money in order to get the tape revealed, right? The police footage, in order to see whether or not Nick is guilty. I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing, and it's not because this is the internet and people just want to laugh and mock at him. But what's also happening is the fact that many communities are now basically at war over this. So, like, there's actual, people accusing each other of like, what was it, being pedophiles or shit, and attacking each other over this situation. Because what happened to me yesterday is that several people in my DMs were like, hey, did you watch the Flashcast? Did you watch what Ethan Van Sciver say? Don't you want to go on the Flashcast? Don't you want to talk to Ethan? And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Like, what is going on? So I look at it, and I think, like, what is going on are two things. Number one, talking about the subject is popular, right? So you get super chats by talking about it. So as long as you have an opinion on this subject, like it doesn't matter if it's a good opinion or a bad opinion, you are going to get money. Like people are going to come in and they're going to give you super chats just for having an opinion about this, right? So the edgier the opinion, the more fringe the opinion, the more likely you're going to get money. So if you say something like, the children should have taken care of themselves. You say something outlandish, you say something that sparks emotion, all of a sudden you shoot a live stream, a lot of people are there like, how can you say this? Or you know what, you're right, like, I haven't considered your point. This is the internet, okay? Like, this is modern internet. Hi V, hope your day is good. Nick made it big with Kyle Rittenhouse. He got 5 kids and hope you like the image I sent. I love the image you sent. It's actually not just Kyle Rittenhouse trial, it's also the Johnny Depp trial. But yeah, like that's when he made it big. And also remember, kids only use only losers use drugs, or only users use drugs. Okay, I get what you did there. Yeah. Ethan Van Sciver said that child neglect is good for it. Again, like, you need to say edgy shit, right? Like, that's what it does for content creators. Like, just so you know, behind the screen, this is what happens, right? Like, you need to look at this, because a lot of people look at content creators as their friends, right? Because we appear in your bedroom, and we say the stuff through the screen, and it creates the illusion through the magic of internet that we're actually talking to you one-on-one. But in reality, it's a business, right? Like, being a content creator is how people put food on their table. Like, it's literally a business. It's like a company. And you guys are the customers. Now, you guys decide what you want content creators to do. So if no one were to watch Ethan Van Sciver, he would stop talking about this shit. But if he starts talking about this shit and he gets 3,000 subscribers, 3,000 live viewers, he will talk more about it. If he says something stupid, it doesn't matter what comments are, as long as the comments are there. It's the same for the Flashcast. I'm not just saying Ethan, anyone, right? Like any content creator, about any subject whatsoever. You guys decide what content creators talk about, right? Like, if a content creator talks about something and he gets no engagement, that when he stops talking about it. If he gets engagement, even if it's negative, even if you go there just to scream at other people, that is what they want, okay? So that is why people say these things. V, I'm paying you. Are we not friends? We are friends by me being honest with you and saying that just because I'm doing this and I'm talking and I'm responding to you, right, doesn't mean that I actually know you as a person. Like, sure, if you actually needed help with something, I would probably help you, but I do this for almost any person that I can help, so... No, but like, it's obviously like not the same, right? Like the illusion that the internet causes makes you believe that you actually have a personal relationship with the content creator, that you have expectations from them, but it's not really like that, okay? Like the content creator looks at, okay, what is engaging? What is the topic for this week? What are people talking about? And they will talk about it. And if they're getting more engagement, they will keep talking about it. I mean, look at Thunderfoot, right? Thunderfoot is a perfect example. Talks about atheism. At one point, atheism isn't popular, so he tries different videos. He tries different things, and then he talks about Elon Musk. And when he talks about Elon Musk, he gets like 400,000 views. And since that day, he only talks about Elon Musk. I'm actually curious if he stopped talking about Elon Musk. But a lot of people go like, Thunderfoot, why are you obsessed with Elon Musk? When are you going to stop talking about Elon Musk? And the answer is he will stop talking about Elon Musk when people stop clicking the videos. I mean, look at this shit, right? I just opened it out of curiosity. I haven't seen Thunderfoot's channel in years. And like the first videos that pop up, it's Elon Musk. Well, why is he making these videos? Well, look at this shit. 400,000 views. Sorry, 300,000 views, right? 600,000 views. Like, of course he's going to keep making them. 611,000 views. He's going to keep doing it. You know, unless he runs out of subjects, which I don't know if he can, or... people stop watching it. This is why you're going to get opinions on the internet that you find controversial. I mean, let me look at Ethan Van Sciver, right, really quick, because a lot of people bring him up into this drama. So, let me bring it up really quick. Okay, so he talks about, like yesterday, right? He talks about the Flashcast. Look at it, 80,000 views. Now, normally, as I look at other of his streams, like this stream got 6,000 views. What is this stream? It's a sketch lover, sketch cover stream. But well, this one's got very poor engagement. He's not going to do any. And as you can see, like, he did this one where he sketches. And after that, unless, he used a different thumbnail and title, he doesn't do sketch streams. Why? Because, well, this one got 6.8 thousand views. And maybe if he does sketch streams, he doesn't promote them in this way, right? Like, he doesn't put the sketch on the thumbnail. He doesn't put the title. So it's only this one, right? And he tried it, didn't work. And then he's looking like, what works? Well, it works when he talks about Trashcast, right? So Trashcast gives him 22,000 views, 22,000, 24,000. Like, this is what people want to see. Like, if I was Ethan Van Sciver and I'm looking at these numbers, I'm like, okay, well, people want Trashcast. This is what the audience, this is what my subscribers want to talk about, you know? The moment he talks about something else, right? He talks about Slamdroid, 5.6 thousand views. People just don't care about this. This is not what people want to see. People want the Trashcast. So he's going to do more Trashcasts. It's not rocket science. Are these AI generated, or does he actually draw them? Because I don't fucking... Does he actually draw... I don't think he actually draws them. Does he, chat? I need to know. Like some of these are hand-drawn. This is hand-drawn, I know this. But like this one, I'm not sure. Anyway. This is definitely AI. There's no fucking way. This is not his style. He doesn't draw like this. Anyway, right. So, when you look at some drama, like, I'm sorry if this video is more dry than you guys expected, but it's literally what's happening. Like, this is reality, okay? This is how content creators do their shit. And it's not just Ethan. All content creators do this. Flash does this. Everyone does it. Because it's a business, right? And it's not just that it's a business. But even if it wasn't financial, even if it wasn't about money, like, what is the reason that you are in your bedroom recording yourself on the camera? Is to get people to listen to what you have to say, right? So, like, if you have different topics to talk about, and one topic gives you, like, 5 views, and another topic gives you 5,000, which one are you going to pick? Because you have many topics you can talk about, right? But you're going to pick the one that people want to listen to. Like, it's literally what you're doing, and why you're doing it. Was watching Legal Mindset read the arrest warrant on stream. One of the ways the police were gathering evidence apart from witnesses were Nick's live streams. Well, of course, I mean, we live in the age of social media. Like, why would people expect that police wouldn't actually gather evidence about you if you're suspect in a case? Why wouldn't they gather evidence of what you say on stream? It's happening the same with Andrew Tate. Like, Andrew Tate in Romania has got many videos that are being used as evidence in his own trial. Like, normally, if you're just like some average Joe and you post shit online, like, maybe they're not going to look at the evidence. But like, if you're a person that has hundreds of thousands live viewers per stream, yeah, they're definitely going to look at that. And it's also, the standard is different, right? So like, if you make a racist joke, like for instance, if Sargon of Akkad, right? Like, if he was to say the N-word now, he would probably get a fine. It's simply because back then, when he used to be edgy on social media, I think it was like 2013 or whatever, like back then he was a lot smaller, so he was flying under the radar. Like, now if he does it, well, it's 2024, different rules, he's got like an entire media company, so it's completely different. Anyway, again, I wish the best for Nick and hope that the family ordeal can get straightened out. To be fair, I think one of his kids is a teenager, and if you're a teenager and can't clean and cook, I got a lot of questions to ask. Okay, we'll go into that in a little bit. Basically, what Nick said is that why couldn't the teenagers clean and cook for themselves? I don't know. The situation that happened is something similar that's happening in Eastern Europe. Usually the parents, they leave in a different country. So, like, imagine a parent that has, like, one child, and that parent leaves in Germany in order to work there. So, like, he's not returning at all. Like, he just doesn't live with the kid. and the kid instead like lives with the grandparents. And the grandparents can be like just one grandma that's already sick, old, stuck in bed. And yeah, like the kid has to, I guess, like learn how to take care of himself. But like that's definitely not something that society likes. Like we do not condone this behavior. It's not something that is supposed to happen, right? Like it's whatever. You need to have an internal monologue to be able to understand that a content creator on the internet doesn't know you and thus cannot be your friend. You can't be friends with a content creator, but you need to talk with them off stream. Like, I do have friends on the internet, right? I do have people that I have lent money to, and people that did lend money to me. Hello, Shorfat Otaku. However, just because you're watching someone's streams doesn't mean you know them as a person. So anyway, right, like the whole thing, this is the peak Americanism, is what I like to call it, right? Like, how is the drama between Ethan Van Sciver and the Flashcast? I see two groups of people trying to out-moralize each other, right? Like, we used to call moral fog, right? Like, fog, like, it's foggy, you just don't know what it is anymore, right? Like, it's foggy weather, let's put it like this, like, they're moral fogging the issue. And they're trying to say, no, I'm more of a moral fog than you are. And it's pretty much like everyone cares about the kids, right? Like all of a sudden, you have this case, which if you legitimately care about it and you're not a content creator, you'd be, well, like that's fucked up. It's his private matter. The courts will find justice. I hope the kids are okay. And you leave it at that, right? But like, no, it's a shit show, right? Like people want to make super chats, right? So the reality is people want to monetize this drama, right? And how do you monetize the drama? You care about the children. Oh, and I care so much about, no, I care even more. No, you don't understand. You don't understand. Out of all the things I care about are Nick's children. No. Listen, I care about his children more than I care about my own mama. Like, no. I care about the children so much more. So, like, how do you prove how much you care? It's like, well, listen what I think about this issue. And they say, well, what I think about this issue is such and such. No. Like, you are an evil person. How can you think like that? You have failed the Rorschach test. You're a piece of shit. What you need to think about is such and such and such and such. And it's like, oh, Dios mío, no. You can't think this. How can you think like this? Only the worst trash imaginable. Only a piece of shit cares about that. Guys, did you hear about what he thinks about the kids? Oh my fucking lord. No, what he needs to think is this and this and this. Like, if you think like that, you're not an actual human being. You need to be a decent human being, and you need to think like this. Oh, no. Right? Like, this is literally the drama. Like, unironically, like, go watch yesterday's Flashcast and then watch Ethan Van Sciver's response, and you will see that this is what's going on for several hours. And the question is, how much money have been raised for the children? Zilch. Nada. But everyone cares, okay? Like, the subscribers care, and the content creators care, and Barack Obama cares, and China cares, and everyone cares. Everyone just like, I bet they don't even know the names of the kids. Like, but everybody so much cares. It's so much caring. It's like, oh. And I'm willing to bet that someone that would watch this video would be like, oh, V, how can you not care? Like, it's like, look, everyone can say they care, right? But like, what exactly are you doing to show that you care? Like, can you improve the situation somewhat? No, then shut the fuck up. Nick is a millionaire? I didn't know that. Well, I found out. That even gathering, but like, okay. So what exactly are you expected to? I'm more of a stoic type of person. Like, if I can't improve or fix a situation, then, well, what's the point in it? Like, if, it's kind of like telling me, oh, did you see that hurricane? It's really bad. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's bad. It's like, well, aren't you going to care about it? It's like, even if I care or I don't, it still exists. Like, I can't influence it. I can't make it go away. I can't make it less powerful. I can't make it, like, not affect people. Like, what do you have me to do about it? You need to care. Oh, okay, well, I care. How much? A lot. Nick isn't a millionaire anymore. How the fuck do you people know these things? Yeah, it's literally low-hanging virtue signal, is what it is. right? It's like everyone goes and they care, and the super chats go, and they care even more, and the super chats go. And what is like, I will tell you something also behind the scenes. Many content creators have egos. And I will explain to you why content creators have egos. Imagine you're a guy that maybe is working class, maybe got bullied in high school, whatever, right? You're just like an average dude. And you're living a hard life. And you're worried about your future. You don't know what to do. And one day you decide to go on the internet and you start streaming yourself. And much to your surprise and dismay, you're actually becoming popular, right? Like first you get 100 subscribers and it's like, well, that's pretty neat. And then you get like 200, 300, you get 1,000 and it's like, whoa, shit, I got 1,000 people. And then you get 10,000 and then you start making money. And then it keeps going, it doesn't stop. And you're like, wow, so now... I look at all my friends and they're working 12 hours, 16 hours in the cubicle. They're having a difficult life while I just go on the microphone in my bedroom at whatever hour I want. And I talk to the chat. I'm having fun. People are having fun. I'm entertaining everyone. And everyone looks up to me. Everyone gives me their money. Man, like that just blows your ego. Like there's no tomorrow, right? Like all of a sudden you think you're king of the world. All of a sudden you think that you're capable of anything. Because you're this celebrity, you're like a Hollywood actor, right? You go online and you got like 10,000 people in the chat and they're pumping in the super chats and you're like, wow, shit. So all of a sudden you have this massive ego. The problem is that there are other people with massive egos. So there are other content creators that do not act like your fans. Because all of your fans, you go into a Discord server and everyone's like, oh my god, this guy is such and such. Oh, holy shit. Can you talk to me? You go on Twitter, your DM is filled. You're like a woman with big tits. Everyone wants to talk to you. Everyone is like, wow, shit, it's the content creator. But then you find other people that are like that. You find other content creators. And they're really not like that. They don't give a fuck about you. That they're treating you like a normal person. And it brushes off against your ego. It really pisses you off. You're asking them to stream with you. They say no. Now you have grievances. You're asking them for a favor, they say no, now you have grievances. You find out that they gossip about you, now you got grievances. But the thing is, like, the public doesn't give a shit about your grievances, like, they generally don't care. So what content creators do, especially like Vtuber, my fucking god, especially women do this, they will wait until there's a controversy, right? So like the content creator got in a controversy, said something naughty on Twitter, said something mean to someone else, and all of a sudden they go and they turn on the stream and they go like, oh, it's unacceptable, our community, how can people tolerate this guy? And the super chats go, And it's the same thing. You got Ethan Van Sciver going up, posting the rage bait thing, and everyone's like, and then Ethan Van Sciver goes and he starts his own stream, and it's like, oh, you at me? No, I'm at you. And it's like, no, and that's pretty much it. And it's not about Ethan Van Sciver and the Flashcast. It's like time and time again, just watch almost every single controversy that happens online, regardless of what it is. Regardless of who it is and what they do, this is like the, I guess the benchmark for almost every single controversy. Nobody's thinking about children more than Vush. I'm trying to think if that's true or not, but I can't think of another name right now, so I'll just leave it at that. They claim they care about Newsflash. Those kids are currently in their grandparents' care. Nick's main concern is hoping that CPS doesn't screw him over. Yeah, I think like Nick's main concern is not going to prison right now. I mean, that's pretty much what I think his main concern is. Child Protective Services, I don't know how it's like in America, but like if they have access to grandparents, which is like literally the first thing I asked. Like when I was discussing about this behind closed doors, like when all of this shit kicked off, and I was just talking about it on my server, and I looked at the facts and I was like, well, don't they have grandparents? And the answer was yes. I said, well, then problem fucking solved. It's like, I mean, the grandparents are going to take the kids, right? All right, well, it is what it is. It's not ideal, but like the situation seems resolved. I mean, what more can happen? Like, what else is there to do? Now I find out that Rick is a millionaire. It's like, okay, well, if Nick is a millionaire, then I'm pretty sure those kids are going to be fine, unless they took the habits of the parents, which is not fine. But like financially speaking, right? Like their needs will be met. Let's put it like this: if Nick is a millionaire and the grandparents are taking the children, I mean they're going to have a rough life. It shouldn't be this way, but like what more can like even if the internet was to crowdfund, even if the internet was to bring money, like would it improve the situation somewhat? No. So okay. Matter is closed. Like there's nothing that can be done, except on the camera. And like what I really think about the situation is like, oh, you don't think like me. You're a piece of shit. Arch does this with bringing Dev on. Admits it openly that Dev is a communist cash cow that rakes in money. Like I don't even know why you would hide it. And I thought that it's painfully fucking obvious. Like what are we doing here? Why am I here? It's to create entertainment, right? Is to make you guys want to see my videos. Now, why you want to see my videos, I don't fucking know. Maybe you find me funny. Maybe you like to mock me and laugh at me. Maybe you want to listen to my advice. Whatever that reason is, you are here. And that's what matters, right? So, every content creator thinks the same. And if they say they don't think the same, they're fucking lying to you. There's no... Every single content creator... Listen to me. Every single one, right? Like, there is no content creator that wants to stream to 2 people. There's no content creator that's like, yeah, I just want 2 viewers today. It doesn't make any sense, right? Like, you want to make stuff that people want to engage with. You want the bukake of likes, as another content creators put it. Yeah, I mean, there's many reasons why people can come for a content creator. They can come because you like my community. Like, maybe there's someone in my community that you guys like, so you're hanging to talk with them in the chat. Maybe you actually like me, heaven forbid. Maybe you like my voice. I don't fucking know. But, like, the idea of a content creator is to generate content that attracts people. Like, that is the entire way the business works. And... if you make a video about something and you notice you're getting views, you're going to talk about that subject again. And if you talk about it again and it still generates views, you're going to talk about it even more. So that's why Ethan Van Sciver keeps talking about Rippa. I don't know if Ethan actually genuinely, unironically has beef with Rippa. Like, this is another thing most people don't understand. Content creators don't necessarily dislike each other, even though they're making videos talking about each other. Like, does that make any sense? Like, for instance, if you talk about someone and you're making a lot of super chats based on it, and people want to see more of that, like, well, you're going to just make another video. That doesn't mean that you actually dislike the guy or anything. It just means that you're giving your audience what they want. Yeah, pretty much, like, all content creators are dancing monkeys. I don't shy away from the truth. I know what I am. I know what I am, chat. There are 2 types of people. People who know who they are and people too arrogant and far-sniffing not to realize their place. I'm an entertainer. I literally am the dance monkey dance. Yes, like if you guys were, like, if I make a stream and I see like only 60 people watching, I don't make a stream like that anymore. Like Let's Plays, right? I used to do Let's Plays and I had like 80 people watching. And I'm like, okay, well, no one wants to see me Let's Play. That's fine. You know, I would have loved to do more Let's Plays, but okay, people don't want to see me do them, so therefore I'll do something else. Eastern Europeans are real? Well, I'm thank you for that. Rippa review. I don't even know Rippa. I don't even care. It's not really, like, the thing is, you also need, well, actually, if I do a Rippa review, and I get, like, I don't know, 950 people watching, then I'll do probably another Rippa review. And then another, and another. Ethan does have beef with Eric July, along with Vito and Dick Masterson. Yeah, but, like, the level of beef is something that we don't know. Like, just because they're doing it on stream doesn't mean that in real life they really care about each other. Do another DK stream. Yeah, but, like, when I did the first one, it barely got any views, so. And I also saw that YouTube did community guideline strike a couple of channels that were doing DK stuff, which is very bizarre because DK is on Apple. So, like, if DK bypasses Apple censorship, the fact that it doesn't bypass YouTube is very bizarre. But they did the flag and appeal for review and they got it back. I'd rather have a small audience than be audience captured. It's not like being audience captured. It's more like, look, every single day you have like 6 or 7 topics you can talk about, right? Like you wake up in the morning and you have like a variety of subjects that you would enjoy discussing. And how do you pick? Right? Because you can't talk about all of them. Like you want to still have some personal time off. So how do you pick which subject to talk about? And the answer is what the audience wants. Right? So like for instance, if it's the Johnny Depp trial, and you know that if you make a video about Johnny Depp, you're going to get a lot of engagement, and you can also make another video about, I don't know, air conditioning being sexist. Well, what do you think you're going to make? You're going to make about Johnny Depp because that's what the audience wants to see. Does this mean that your audience captured? I don't know. I think like audience captured is when you have to lie, right? Like if you're really not interested in Johnny Depp trial, like 100% you're not interested. Or if you are interested but you think that Amber Heard is the victim, right? So you really sympathize with Amber Heard. You really, really like Amber Heard. But you know that if you say that on stream, people will unsubscribe, right? I think you pretending to dislike her, that is when your audience captured. And the best way around that, to be honest, in order to maintain your integrity and also run a business, is to just not talk about the trial then. Just don't cover the trial. Like that's also an opportunity. You know, you don't cover the trial, and if someone's asking, it's like, hey, what do you think? It's like, well, you know, I may be a little bit unpopular, but I kind of, you know, I like Amber Heard. I'm going to be saying this, you know, it's not popular, but let's move on. It's pretty much what I do, right? Like if, but the thing is, like, I managed to harvest a community that agrees with me, so I don't really have to lie. I don't think, in fact, I ever lied on my YouTube channel. So, like, for me, it's easy. But I also have, you know, I have 300 live viewers now. I used to have like 600. I think like the biggest that I used to have was like 2,000. So like you don't really reach the point where you gotta censor yourself because you know certain topics are going to piss off some people. I haven't reached that point. But if I were to have like, you know, 100,000 live viewers, then, well, you know that when you have that, you probably aren't able to talk about certain things, not just because your audience captured, but you may even get in trouble with the law. So, like for instance, if you're in Germany and you start singing Auslander or whatever popular song is now, yeah, it's one thing if you sing it to like 5 viewers, it's another thing if you sing it to 100,000. Oh, I could have sided with Amber Heard easily. I would be like, well, she's got fat tits. I don't care. I mean, it's like she rolls perfect charisma persuasion. I think. Oh, okay. I'll give you a perfect example of audience capture. Okay. There are certain VTubers that give the girlfriend experience, right? It's a horrible, very abusive thing. I never promoted VTubers like that. I feel it's predatory. But anyway, right? So you got like the VTuber, and she's pretending that she's your girlfriend, right? And in order to offer the girlfriend experience to the chat, you gotta pretend that you're single. So even though she's married, like most VTubers, like, trust me on this one. Like, most VTubers, almost all of them actually, not most, almost every single one, has a relationship. Like if you believe that a woman that is so charismatic, that is willing to put herself out there, and is entertaining tens of thousands of guys for years, doesn't have a significant other, you're delusional. Like, there is no fucking way, right? But the thing is, in order to maintain the grift, they have to pretend that they're single. Every single one of them. Like, if you look at it, almost like 95% of the VTubers are single, right? Like, so they are audience captured. I'm pretty sure they would like to introduce their significant others to the chat. I'm pretty sure they would love to introduce their boyfriend or their husband or whatever. But they can't. They really can't. Because if they do, they would lose almost everyone in the chat. So, yeah, like, that is audience capture, I would think. It's like when they're forced to live a lie. They're forced to live as someone that they're not. Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, but your Oshi, Someone is crushing her puss, man. Like, someone is crushing her puss and has been doing it for more than a year now. Chances are your Oshi is probably married. She just not... It's not like she's got a boyfriend. No, she's probably married. Probably is pregnant. Like, someone impregnated her. Like, I'm sorry to tell you this, but yeah. The thing with guys is that, like most guys that are VTubers, they do have waifus that they admit it. But it is what it is. My favorite part was when, what was like that, I think it was Russia, right? Like Russia. The reason she pissed off so many people wasn't only because she had the boyfriend, but she had like this pop star singer, which a lot of women liked. And they were absolutely jealous. And like, she got the backlash not just from her community, but from his community as well. Like this guy, you know, my fucking god, I looked at him. He was like the definition of a soy boy that's also femboy. Like, but for some reason, he was like really, really popular in South Korea, like mega popular, right? With a lot of psycho fans, and especially like women psycho fans. It's just very bizarre. And when it was exposed that he was in a relationship with a VTuber, all those women, every single one, despised that VTuber. Like, oh, Dios mío. I'm pregnant, yes. I haven't gone to the bathroom yet, so yes. Oh my god, I remember when, what was it? The Holo Stars came out, and you had like all of these male VTubers, and they started collabing with the females from HoloLive, and it caused like this massive drama. Yeah, like that's audience capture, man. Like that's... They would probably like to play with a guy on stream and play video games and talk, but like they can't. Imagine lying about being single. Imagine lying about being in a relationship. Pippa and Kershaw are single. I'm not going to make any comments about which VTuber, but I'm telling you. Like, from my personal experience, overwhelmingly, and it's not just like VTubers, all female content creators, every single one, 99% of them have someone. And it makes fucking sense if you think about it. Like women, when they open their Twitter, even if they're not famous, they get like 20 or 30 requests every single week. Now imagine the woman is okay, let me put it another way, just so you can understand, alright? If you are a guy that is streaming, and you become somewhat renowned, like you're not even famous, but you're like somewhat a blip on the radar. Let's say you're a streamer, and you have like 50,000 subscribers. You're going to get women into your DMs trying to hit on you. And the reason for this is like, out of 50,000 people that like you, some of them, if 1% are women, it only takes like, out of that 1%, another 1% to message you, and you can already start a relationship. Why do you think DSP, like you look at DSP, right? With everything on the internet, everything that is known about DSP, how many women did he have? The man doesn't even leave his house. He plays video games on the couch all fucking day, and yet he had wives. Right? Like, DSP. Why? Because he's a content creator. He's a man, right? If a man like DSP, doing nothing but content creation, gets women, this is what fame does to a motherfucker. Now, imagine an actual woman that has a pleasant voice, has charisma. Most of the time, these VTubers are hot in real life as well, play video games, are into pop culture. You must be completely detached from reality. You must be retarded. You must be retarded if you think that they're doing this for years with tens of thousands of people in the chat and they're single. Like, at that point, you gotta ask, like, okay, well, what is wrong with him? What is wrong with her? Like what? Why would she be single after all this time? Like, no, imagine that you're the father of that VTuber, right? Like, you're the father, and you have a daughter, and she is at the age, and for years she doesn't have a single boyfriend. Like, you would wonder, it's like, what is wrong with her? Like, why? Nearly all the VTubers I watch are the eccentric character types. I don't care about the status of the actress, just don't break character and I'm happy. Yeah, it's a character, pretty much, yeah. Like, they're there for entertainment. And that's how VTubing should be consumed, and I tell this to people. It's like, if you're watching a VTuber because you like the content, you know, she makes you laugh, makes you smile, makes you feel wholesome, whatever, that's good. You know, like, keep watching, donate money if you think she's talented. Maybe she does the boombox noises, she's like, you know, maybe that's pleasant karaoke. You like her community, great. You know, like, you should actually donate to that because you're funding that. That's fine. But if you are into a VTuber because, like, you want to imagine yourself in a relationship with her, and you heaven forbid, you actually contact her and she DMs you, and you talk with the VTuber, and you start donating money in the hopes that one day you'll meet her, then you are an absolute moron. You are an absolute imbecile. I know people that behind the scenes, they actually hire individuals to log on their social media account and talk to simps in order to get donations. Do you know who organizes that? Their husbands. It's like, it's so easily to avoid if you use a little bit of common sense. Like unless you're a teenager, underage, and you have no common sense, in which case you shouldn't use the internet to begin with, you should use your brain and stop doing this. Like, stop it. Get some help. And by the way, the person doing this wasn't a VTuber. I should add before anyone. No, she's an e-girl on Twitch. Quite famous. Probably heard of her. But yeah, like, her husband was doing the whole social media thing. He employed people so that they talk with the biggest simps, the biggest donors. And they would just log in and go through the DMs and talk with everyone and pretend they care so that the donations keep raking up. Predatory, yes. Preventable, also, yes. Yeah, it was Sargon. Yeah, the pics in Bio Girls are not real, though. Ah, Mr. J! Ah, Mr. J! Oh, reigning terror! Oh! Oh! I see what you did there. Yeah, the whole thing is this. It's a scam, basically. Like, you're scam. Here's the thing, right? I always said that if you reverse the roles, you see just how bad it looks like. Okay, imagine that you have this girl, which is like 25 years old. She's got diabetes, right? Like, she's got this insulin pump into her, morbidly obese. Maybe she's missing some front teeth, right? She's a nice person. I'm not saying she's not a nice person. She's a nice person, but she's not attractive, right? And she's single. And she's miserable as well because she's single. Because, like, there's nothing she can do about her condition. But you have, like, this 10 out of 10 Chad. You got, like, this golden one. You know, the YouTuber, right? Like, you got this monstrosity of a man. Very charismatic, very popular. All the women like him. And he starts giving attention to her in the hopes that she will super chat him or that she will do favors for him. It's pretty fucked up, isn't it? Like, he's not interested in her. He finds her just as disgusting, as repulsing as everyone else. But it's just like, he pretends to like her. He gives her just enough. Gives her just enough so that she gives donations, so that she gives super chats. This is pretty much like how it would look like if the roles were reversed. The motel room chair awaits for you, so you can always get a view of your Oshi. Buy your tickets now. Yeah, like, every single hotel room has a cock chair. And I pointed this out, and people were like, what do you mean, V? Like, why is it that you're saying this? And I'm like, look, every single motel room, I'm Googling now motel room, and I already found the cock chair. Let me bring it up. Hold on. Hold on, this is a cock sofa. It doesn't count. Ah, here we go. Right. But, like, I don't need to show more than one picture, because when I show one, you'll know what I'm talking about. So, every single motel room has a cock chair. Like, the cock chair allows the cock to sit comfortably watching his Oshi in the bed. I don't know why, though. Like, every single hotel, like, has the same arrangement. Like, the chair is facing the bed. All of them. All of them. I couldn't find a single one that doesn't. And the only explanation is that it's a cockchair. I don't know what else it is. Yeah, it's to facilitate the cock holding. Yeah. Let me say, pick another picture, just so you don't think that I'm crazy and imagining things. Oh, look. I guess like this one doesn't face correctly, but maybe it's been recently used. So when the cock got up, he forgot to rearrange it. But like, look, every single motel room, and I was like, what is it? It's a cockchair. It's only one. And sometimes there can be two, but very rare. Like, you gotta go to the luxurious motels. It's like, that's for the cock orgy, I guess. The cock orgy is not really an orgy. It's just like people in the bed, but it's two cocks, right? So like, one in the left, one in the right. And the chairs are to facilitate the experience. But yeah, this is like, I'm pretty sure you guys went to hotels as well, and you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to do any further explanation. Kirsche having broken 2 Hitachis makes me wonder, but who knows? I do not know what Hitachis are. By the way, I do not watch Kirsche. I can talk to her. Like, if I can talk to the content creator, I do not watch them. And I expect it's the same for me. It's like, if you can talk with the person, watching them, it's not like, you're watching them for what, really? Like, you already know what they have to say. You already know their opinions. Asmongold needs somewhere to say. Fucking hell. What is the deal with Asmongold? I don't know. Like, what is the lore behind that? You can position it from different angles. You know what? This may actually be true, because if I look at it, if I take another glance at this picture, there is a mirror here. So this facilitates the cock to pretend he's looking away uninterested. You know, like, I assume like the fetish has a variety of like sub kinks, you know, so maybe there's people that like to pretend that the cock is not interested, or that they're sneaking behind the cock or whatever, and he just looks into the mirror and he can still see, but it gives the illusion of the people that are in the bed that the cock is turning away, and they're stealthily doing it. So maybe it's like that. Asmongold has a porn star as a girlfriend? Oh. Is she still in business? Is she still practicing? CGR, say it ain't so. He's dating a porn star that specializes. Oh, come on. I don't know if the chat is gaslighting me or not. The reason that I don't understand why, though, is because he can literally have any woman he wants. Like, he's a content creator with millions of subscribers. There's VTubers salivating over him. Like, I know VTubers. And by the way, I know more than Pippa. I don't know why the fuck every single time I mention a VTuber, people big Pippa up. I haven't spoken with Pippa in a while. But anyway, right. I know VTubers that unironically like Asmongold. Like, them as people. Not as their character. Not as, they like Asmongold. Like, he can literally have almost any woman he wants. So, like, if he is with a porn star, that's, Asmongold also tried dating a CCP spy. Well, I would date a CCP spy if I wasn't married as well. It's like, so what? It's like, what is she going to spy on me? I'm not the US government. Now, if you're a politician, then that's a different story. You know, if you're a politician, then you're with Fei Fei. But, or Feng Feng, what was her name? But, like, if you're not a politician, then, who cares? I mean, the worst that is she can get arrested or deported, and then you may have to go to China or have your heart broken, so. Those are the risks, I guess. But, like, unless she tries to bring you in her spy activities, that's dangerous. Don't do that. Don't spy. Don't spy. Chill. No. The thing is, though, I do not think Asmongold has a girlfriend because he's got roaches. Like, no woman would allow that. Right? Unless you find a woman that's a streamer as well. But, like, my wife, God bless her soul, like, she would not allow my room to get too dirty. Because being a streamer, no, unironically, like, being a streamer, you often forget the hours of the day, the time of day, you know, like, sometimes you're awake at night, sometimes you're awake during the day. You want to vacuum, but you're like, ah, shit, what if the neighbor's here? You know, you want to take out the trash, and it's like, oh, God, I'm going to bother the neighbors. So it's like, yeah, I kind of get the life. But if you're with a woman like she, make sure that if she's not cleaning herself, at least she's nagging you to clean, so. The Chinese OnlyFans stars took him to buy a chair for said hotel activity. Come on, Zenith. Come on. I don't believe that. I think you're gaslighting. What is the deal with Kirsche and the chair, though? Like, I don't know the lore about that. I'll have to ask her. Can stream from a shithole? Of course you can. You can stream for anywhere. This is what do you think I'm VTubing? My fucking god. Do you know how good VTubing is? Because before I was like, oh god, I need to comb my hair. Oh, but now I can literally just wake up, okay? Like, I've woken up. I don't even go to the bathroom. And I'm like, I'm going to make the video. Going to make the video. Don't even brush my... And I make the video. And after that, I'd go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, and I do everything. But it's like, okay, the video is done. Now I can start my day. Now I can do my daily activities. Like, I took the video off my mind. Doesn't bother me. Because, like, if you don't do the video, what happens is you start procrastinating. And after you procrastinate, you get with other things, you know, like maybe wife wants you to help her with the groceries and stuff, and then you realize it's 3 p.m. and you gotta eat, and now you're tired because you just ate and you want to relax a little bit, and, you know, it's better to do the videos as soon as possible. The joke of Kirsche and the chair comes from Asmongold going with that woman to buy the chair. Ah, I see. Okay, now I understand. To stream just needs a decent internet connection, yeah, and with Starlink, that has been more possible than ever before. Alright, well, that's my take on the whole Nick Ricciata thing, is that it's very profitable for people to monetize it, a very low-hanging fruit virtue signal, and this is what it is, right? Like, you get content creators that will say, oh, I'm a virtuous person because this is what I think about the situation. And then you have other people say, no, he's not virtuous, he's actually a piece of shit. The correct way to think about the situation is what I'm thinking, and what I'm thinking is such and such. And then the other person makes a reply, goes like, no, see, I was completely misunderstood. This is a straw man, they just didn't get what I'm saying, they're an idiot. What I am saying is blah, blah, blah. And that's the back and forth of it. Pipa's room is gross. She either needs to clean herself or hire someone. What if she's too paranoid to be able to interact with people? But yeah, if you're a streamer, especially if you're the caliber of Pipa's, like, Pipa is probably making enough money now to actually be able to hire someone to clean. Like, dude, unless you live in a fucking mansion, it's not that expensive to hire someone. The problem is, like, you need to trust them. That's the problem with hiring someone to clean your house. Because you don't want someone that steals stuff from your house, right? So, the best way to do it is if you have friends that also hire someone that cleans, and you find out a recommendation, then yeah. But, like, to just hire someone, I wouldn't. Because there are so many cases, like, it's not that you left some money in the house and they steal. Because, like, that is one possibility, sure. But, like, it's easily avoidable. Just have a safe in the house, or have a drawer with a lock, and you put the thing in the lock, and that's it. But no, the biggest concern is that they can make a copy of your key, and they know when you're home and not. So when you leave home, they can break in, and they can steal a lot of stuff. So that's the problem with, like, hiring someone to clean up your house. My favorite take is when people are embarrassed with how dirty their house is, so they clean before the cleaning lady. Like, I heard that, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, why are you getting the cleaning lady then? Why can't you clean? It's like, yeah, but the cleaning lady motivates me to clean. It's like, what the fuck? Well, yeah, like, before she comes in, like, I want to make sure that the house looks nice, so I start cleaning. What? Yeah, because the cleaning lady doesn't judge me. Huh. Yeah, it is Romanian thinking. A lot of Romanians think this way. Like when I got a cleaning lady for my mom, like, she was She was getting sick. Before she passed away from cancer, it was like the first stage, and I was like, well, I'm going to, help her out, and I got a cleaning lady. She started to clean, and I was like, what are you doing? Well, the cleaning lady is going to come up. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to be judged. I'm like, what? Okay. And it's not just her. Like, I heard this mentality before as well. I just sent the link to his girlfriend on Twitter. All right, let's see what it is before we end the stream. Twitter is loading. It's I don't know if I'll be able to see it. I don't know where you sent it, but I didn't get it. Anyway, I'll end it here. Professional cleaners do it differently. Well, it depends like what you're hiring, because like if you're hiring an actual professional company, sure. But like usually when you hire a cleaning lady, it's not a professional. It's just a lady that cleans. So anyway, right. Hopefully I'll see what you guys think about it in the comment section. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate them. And as usual, I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.